Have you ever met someone who can walk into a room and instantly control the energy without even trying? Someone who barely talks, yet people listen to them carefully. Someone who can make others agree with them, trust them, even obey them without using force. Now imagine if you had that kind of psychological power, the ability to influence emotions, control conversations, and silently guide people's decisions without them even realizing it. Sounds dangerous? Because it is, and the scary part is, these techniques are already being used around you every single day. By influencers, by politicians, by manipulative friends, by toxic partners, and by people who understand one thing better than everyone else: human psychology. In today's video, you're going to learn 5 dark psychology tricks that can silently influence almost anyone. But listen carefully, this video is only for educational purposes, because once you understand these mind games, you'll start seeing manipulation everywhere. And trust me, after this video, you won't look at people the same way again. So let's begin. Number 5, the curiosity trap. Human beings hate unfinished information. The moment your brain feels like something is missing, it becomes obsessed with finding the answer. And the smartest manipulators use this weakness perfectly. Think about it. If someone tells you, never search this topic online, what happens instantly? Your brain wants to search it even more. That's because the human mind naturally moves toward mystery. Now imagine using this in real life. Suppose you want someone to text you first. Most people make the mistake of chasing attention, but psychologically powerful people do the opposite. Instead of giving full attention, they create emotional curiosity. For example, imagine talking to someone and suddenly saying, "You know what, never mind, I probably shouldn't tell you." Now their brain becomes trapped, because curiosity creates emotional tension, and the human mind always wants closure. This is why mysterious people appear more attractive, more powerful, more interesting, because they never reveal everything instantly. Movies use this. Advertisements use this. Even social media algorithms use this against you. They leave emotional gaps. Because your brain hates unfinished stories. And once someone starts thinking about you repeatedly, you already have influence over their mind. Number 4, the controlled choice technique. Most people think they make independent decisions. But in reality, people usually choose from the options placed in front of them. And whoever controls the options controls the outcome. This is one of the oldest psychological manipulation tricks ever used. For example, imagine your friend doesn't want to go outside. If you ask, "Do you want to come with me?" they can simply say no. But instead, you ask, "Should we go for burgers or pizza?" Now notice something carefully. They were never deciding whether to go. They were only deciding where to go. That's psychological framing. The decision feels free, but the result was already controlled. This is exactly what brands do. When Netflix asks, "Which plan do you want?" your brain feels powerful because you're choosing, but the real goal was always the same: to make you subscribe. Even politicians use this strategy. They don't ask people to think deeply. They simply present limited emotional choices, and the public chooses the option that feels safest emotionally. That's why smart manipulators never force people, because force creates resistance. Instead, they quietly design the choices. And once you control the frame, you control the decision. Number 3, the silence pressure. This one is extremely dangerous, because silence is psychological power. Weak people think power means talking loudly, but real power often stays quiet. Have you ever noticed something? When someone argues aggressively, they usually lose emotional control first. But calm people, they make others uncomfortable, because silence creates pressure inside the other person's mind. Imagine arguing with someone, and instead of shouting back, you simply stare at them calmly. No reaction, no defense, no panic. Suddenly, their confidence starts collapsing, because your silence forces their brain to overthink. Why is he so calm? Did I say something stupid? Is he angry? What is he thinking? And once overthinking starts, emotional control disappears. This is why intelligent manipulators use silence strategically. For example, if someone lies to you, don't instantly react. Just pause. Look at them quietly and say, "Interesting." Then stay silent. That silence becomes emotionally unbearable. Their anxiety rises. Their guilt increases. And many people end up exposing themselves automatically, because silence forces people to fight their own thoughts. And trust me, the human mind is often its own biggest enemy. Number 2, emotional hijacking. This is where manipulation becomes truly powerful. Because humans are emotional creatures first, logical creatures second. People love believing they make rational decisions. But most decisions are emotional. fear, anger, love, jealousy, loneliness, validation. These emotions secretly control human behavior every single day. And once someone controls your emotions, they can influence your decisions. Look at social media. Why do controversial videos go viral? Because emotions spread faster than logic. A calm fact rarely becomes popular. But anger, fear, outrage, those emotions hijack attention instantly. And manipulators understand this perfectly. For example, imagine someone says, "If you really cared about me, you would do this for me." Notice what happened? They didn't use logic. They attacked emotion. Now the person feels guilt. And guilt becomes pressure. That pressure often forces people to say yes, even when they originally wanted to say no. That's emotional hijacking. It's not about controlling thoughts. It's about controlling feelings first. Because when emotions become intense, logic becomes weak. And the scary truth is, most people never realize this is happening to them. Number 1, the identity manipulation trick. This is the darkest technique in this entire video because it changes how people see themselves. And once you influence someone's identity, you influence their actions automatically. Listen carefully. People will always act in ways that protect their self-image. If someone believes they are intelligent, they will try proving intelligence. If someone believes they are strong, they will try acting strong. Manipulators use this constantly. For example, instead of saying, "Help me with this," they say, "You seem like the kind of person who understands these things." Now suddenly, the person feels emotionally connected to that identity, and their brain wants to protect it. So they help you, not because they wanted to, but because their identity was activated. This is why labels are so powerful. Teachers use it, leaders use it, brands use it. Even toxic people use it in relationships. You're different from everyone else. That single sentence creates emotional attachment instantly. Because humans are addicted to feeling special, and once someone emotionally accepts an identity, they start behaving according to it automatically. That's why identity manipulation is one of the most powerful psychological weapons ever used. Now here's the truth. These techniques are already controlling millions of people every single day. Some people use them for influence, some use them for leadership, and some use them for manipulation. The difference depends on the person using the power. But now, at least you can recognize these mind games before becoming a victim of them. And if you learned something valuable from this video, subscribe to the channel, because the next videos will completely change the way you understand human behavior. And trust me, what you learned today is only the beginning.